All right. Um, so Operation SAMGrave, situation enemy. So enemy air forces are badly reduced. They no longer have the airframes to protect over their front line of troops, and enemy ground forces are maneuvering, but they're temporarily halted as air cover is limited. Friendly situation. We have a local counteroffensive underway towards Taegu, which is the target area that we're going to be in. Um, Other friendly squadrons are reduced, and all remaining F-16 airframes have been redirected towards our squadrons to sustain offensive operations. Commanders intend for this operation destroy enemy SAMs in the center of the Korean Peninsula vicinity Taegu in order to enable further attacks on enemy ground forces, air bases, and exploitation towards the Russian aircraft carrier group. Desired end state is SA-10 West and East is destroyed, and the SA-17 is destroyed. Weather situation, no factor, pretty much clear. There are some low-lying clouds on the east and west side of the peninsula, but not expected to be a factor. All right. Overview of the situation. We have a front line of troops very close to the target area, and our IPs will be over front line of troops. SA-17 located on the east side, and SA-10 East co-located an air base on the northeast side of Taegu. SA-10 West located on the southwest side of Taegu, as marked. We have by 3 MiG-29 Sierras out of Gimhae and times 7 Su-33s out of the Kuznetsov, from the south-southeast. That's probably the only vector for bandits. Okay, our game plan. We're going to be all NOE departing Steer 3, so by the time we enter this map area, we're all nap of the earth. Falcon 1 and Bulldog 6 are going to establish cap areas at their IPs by 0351 Zulu. So Bulldog 6 will be down here by IP2 facing southeast, blocking bandits coming in from that direction. And Falcon 1 will be up at IP3, oriented southeast, blocking bandits coming towards from the SA-17 position. Jackal 7 and Hawkeye 1 will do a simultaneous attack on the SA-10 East and SA-10 West at 0354 Zulu. Off-axis attack, so Hawkeye 1 will attack from the west, and Jackal 7 will attack from the north onto those targets. 3 minutes later, Plasma 5 will strike the SA-17 battalion at 0357 Zulu. When the attack is complete, I want the deed to flow northwest. Once they're off target and we have a contract for that, the caps will retrograde northwest. That's the game plan. Any questions on the general game plan? All right. Taskings, as said, Jackal 7 killing the SA-10. NOE from Steer 3. I put JDAM loft in here for these two flights, and then a CBU loft for Plasma 5, but I actually recommend Mavericks. Hung stores are a major problem with this game right now. I'd recommend Mavericks. And
Mavs aren't going to be any better in that regard.
yeah, but
Yeah.
less of a risk. So you can do whatever you want. I don't care. You're the flight lead, but I'm personally going to use Mavericks. I've had better success with those. So that's that. Bulldog 6. Both Bulldog 6 and Falcon 1 will be NOE until those SA-10s are down. So you're going to be flying around in the weeds, slashing up, and firing slammers in any bands that approach. Alright, here's a view of the flap lid SA-10 East. As you'll note, it starts at bearing 140, and then I rotate the camera left. Any less than 140, you're going to have masking by these buildings. And these targets could move, but this is the last known satellite position. Same picture, just static. Likely attack heading for the northern SA-10 or SA-10 East. This is a view of Steer Point 91, SA-10 West, looking north from the north observation post. They're pretty much in an open field. There is some factories to the left of that you'll see when you're in 3D. but they're pretty much adjacent to a road and in the middle of a field. The Steer Point 92, the SA-17 Telars, the battery is tightly deployed on a ridge on the forward slope from the IP. So if you fly the IP correctly and you're down in the weeds, you will break line of sight with the Telars. They're on the forward slope and tightly deployed. If you can get your bombs to come off, CBU would be ideally good, but I tried testing them. The CBU wasn't really effective in general, so I don't know if that's another bug in BMS or what, but I can only get 1 or 2 kills with the CBU. Contracts. So SA-10 Echo down. The criteria for this is you have a confirmed BDA on a destroyed flap lid. The comm there, SA-10 East down. The action, if SA-10 West is also down, altitude is permitted west of the SA-17 Wes. Same thing for SA-10 West down. If SA-10 West is down and the SA-10 East is down, altitude permitted west of the SA-17 Wes. If the SA-17 is down and the BDA is all Telars are destroyed, so you have a pod capture, all SA-17 Telars are destroyed, the SA-17 Mez can be trespassed. If you kill your primary target and you still have weapons, we're going to follow this contract here. You're going to immediately transition to attack other pre-brief targets. You're going to say my call sign attacking whatever the target is. So Jackal 7, for instance. Jackal 7 attacking SA-10 West. And then you're going to use these pre-briefed IPs. So, for instance, if Jackal 7 kills their SA-10 and the SA-10 West is still up, they're going to transition to IP4 and kill and attack the SA-10 West. If that is destroyed but the SA-17 is still up, they're going to attack the SA-17 from IP1. So you can read that, understand it, and digest it. I need the deed flights to acknowledge this contract. So Hawkeye 1 and Plasma 5 acknowledge.
Acknowledge.
Acknowledged.
Cool. The fragged deed flight has control to abort that attack, but I only want them to do so if there's a safety or routing a flight issue. So I've tried to stagger it so that you're like the way that it's written here is you're unlikely to be in the way of another flight. It is possible that if you're way behind timetable that you could be attacking from the same IP, and that's the only case where I would want someone to abort the other flight. So only for safety or routing a flight would you abort the other flight that's attacking. Otherwise, the default will be permission to do so. Once your attack is complete, I want you to just call attack complete egressing. When everyone's done attacking and egressing, then it's Miller time. Questions on the contracts? All right. Landing, overhead brake, air-to-air ROE, commit range 40 nautical miles for all fighters and Su-39s, 20 nautical miles for MiG-27 and Su-24. BVR, you must declare hostile with, you must have a negative mode 4 response and one of the following, either AWACS declaration of hostile or a capture or a tally on the bandit. I have a table here for default sorts. So your lead is sorting azimuth left and from left to right towards the last wingman. Range, the lead sorts on the closest bandit, and the last wingman sorts on the furthest away bandit. Elevation, high to low. Desired outrange, which is your skate range, would be 25 nautical miles, and decision range would be a short skate is 20 nautical miles. Minimum abort range is 15 nautical miles. So if you're within 50 nautical miles, if you're approaching 50 nautical miles of a bandit, you need to be doing a maximum G turn away from the bandit and defending. Or you need to be committing into the bandit and bonsai into the bandit. Default contract is skate for the deeds and short skate for the cap. Wingman ROE. If the lead has one bandit, If it's lead versus one bandit, then wingman will hold fire. If it's wingman versus two bandits and the lead is defensive or unable to support, then TWS both bandits from the wingman. Does that make sense?
What is the difference between skate and short skate?
So skate, you're going to be attacking from desired outrange. You're going to be firing a Fox 3 and then notching. The short skate is you're turning away. You're closer. You're attacking at 20 nautical miles. You're turning away by the minimum abort range. So you're closer to the target than you would be.
Okay.
Puts you into a
But
higher
same
risk.
crank.
Same
tactic.
thing. You're releasing the missile further or closer, and you're
Closer.
you're
A higher
defending
PK shot.
closer. So you have
Am
a
I
higher
correct
PK.
in understanding that skate, if you shoot a DOR, you should have time to turn in and take another shot? Is that the idea?
That is the idea, and also you can defend without a missile being. Your chance of defending against a missile is much higher. The short skate is more aggressive and has a higher PK. So it just means you're attacking from a closer range, then you need to get the fuck out of there.
Neat.
So that is that. Yeah. Any questions on anything before we do IVC checks? I think it should be okay. So let's go with the briefing. So, we'll get up to medium altitude at by steer 2. We'll ground fence probably. Get to medium altitude by steer 2. Immediately start a descent. We got to keep our carrot time, so we got to make sure we're on carrot. We might hang out around steer 2 for a bit until we're on carrot, and then we'll push steer 3, go NOE, probably boresight our Mavs at steer 4. There's a nice big town there that we can boresight on. And then continue. Go.
I said, the royal we.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. We'll push to steer 5. If you go ahead and recon steer 5, you'll see that it's pretty interesting. It's like a little bowl of it's a little. Here, let me share my screen so I can see what I'm tell you what I'm talking about. So steer 5 is it's like a bowl. Actually, that's not exactly where the IP is. Let me recon exactly
You
where
can
it is.
select the steer point now in the target menu, and it'll go snap right there.
No, it didn't, did it?
Yeah, no, right. So right on that screen, select waypoint 5. No, to the right of that. There you go.
What the fuck? Are you kidding me? That's awesome. Okay, anyway. So, as you can see, the IP is like this little. There's a little hill here. It might be hard to see with the perspective, but there's a little hill here. That's our IP.
Over the hill.
It's like right here on this side of the hill, on the side.
I can't see your cursor.
Okay, on the side. Here, I'll share my
You're
whole
good.
screen. This here is where the IP is.
Yeah.
And what we'll do is you'll release your weapon. You'll come off right like this, and then there's a little canyon over here where my cursor is. You flow through this and then come back to the IP. So that
On the far side of the canyon or the close side of the canyon?
you won't.
Far side of the canyon.
You will likely. You might be able to come off close. Depends on. Maybe. But in any case, you'll release weapon. We'll come off right. As we're attacking, I want 2 to be firing harms. In fact, we might want to just blow our load and have everyone fire harms on the maybe I'll fire harms.
You know, it'd be
It's fine.
maybe what you do is you fire a harm like right before you pop
Yeah, I
off.
think I'm gonna fire a harm.
And then we can fire like 15 seconds. So like 1, 2, 3, all the harms off like with a 15-second interval after yours.
Well, we want more than 1 harm in the air. We need like 3 harms in the air at once. Because it's gonna shoot down above
Like
our
a
missiles.
Well, you don't want them like simultaneous because then you can the SA-10 will take out multiple harms with 1 missile. But like 5-second spacing maybe.
Yeah, I want them to be almost simultaneous.
Okay.
So it's going to be like, we'll have a 5-second separation between call sign and then just fire off of that. So it'd be, I'll fire I'll fire a harm. I'll pop up, switch to Mavericks, try to get capture, kill it. If I can't kill it and get capture, then if I can see it but I can't kill it, I'll tell you where it is. I'll come off dry. And then fucking I want 3 fire in both of his harms in one pass. So fire 1 harm, wait like 3 seconds, fire a second harm. Do it on probably pre-brief mode, I think would be good on steer 90. And then come off right, and we'll either do a reattack from IP1 or we'll or if the target, well, we'll do a reattack regardless for a BDA. Once we have a BDA, we'll abort, come off north, and then flow to steer 7 for an attack on the SA-10 West. If SA-10 West is down, then we'll go for SA-10 West. If we were going to do that, we'll flow steer 7, steer 8, and then IP4 and attack SA-10 West. If SA-10 West is down, then we'll just attack the SA-17 west to east from IP1.
So we are attacking the SA-10 East on initially our primary target.
Mm-hmm.
And the formation we would get in there is probably like trail 2 to 3 miles.
Yeah, I think a 2-mile trail should be good. Yeah.
Yeah. You would be firing your harm, then popping up, switching Mavericks. Brilliant does the same. So 2 harms. And I would also fire my harm, wait like 3 seconds, and fire the other one.
Yeah.
That's what's the thing?
Yes, I think that's going to be what we do. I want to target
4
that.
harm. I
want to saturate that target.
So you want to double tap that even if it's still up when I'm over.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So if I have if one of us calls splash on the, if one of us
stop, obviously.
then stop firing the harm. But but that's unlikely. So the way this is going to work is we're gonna pop up. We're gonna have like 5 seconds to get capture and release a weapon. And
someone's put their birthday and Prime's name on the sign-up sheet.
Huh?
Someone's put their birthday in Prime's name on the sign-up sheet.
Very nice. Well done. So anyway, so we'll pop up. We'll have like 5 seconds to get a weapon away, and then there's going to be SA-8s and SA-19s 12 o'clock. So you have to get your weapon off and immediately do a hard right slice. So like, it's going to look like this basically. The actual. Can you guys see the snipping tool that I did?
Yeah.
So it's going to be like you're going to come like this, okay? You're gonna fire, and then you're gonna immediately do a hard right slice. Probably not through this way, but probably through this way, because you probably won't have enough space to make this first turn. But you'll probably make this. This is the most likely path. But take one of these paths and then return back to the IP. Okay, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Cool. For the SA-10 West, it's the exact same. It's the exact same game plan. There's no difference except we're attacking from IP4. And for the SA-17, let me just check the range on that guy, but I think we'll be fine. Yeah, so that will be the same deal. The only difference is for the guys that don't have weapons, they're just cover rather than shooter suppressor. Does that make sense? Any questions on this shit? Same attack profile. Oh, and you're not coming off. You won't be coming off. You will be coming off left when we attack this 17, not right. Do not come off right. That'll be real bad for your health. There's tons of moving mud and AAA and fucking SA-19s and shit in there.
Where's those SA-19s? Do we want to mark them?
They're in the. There's just imagine the city has like 1 million shore rods in it, and that's what it is.
Oh no, I meant the ones that got you. Oh, they're marked up.
No, that's the
The ones that got you are the AAA marker PPT-60, right?
Change it to an SA8, and that's what you should.
The PPT-60, or is that 68?
Yeah, change that to an SA8. Yeah.
Okay.
That won't be a factor for us because we're not going to be attacking from that azimuth or direction.
Well, no, it's just it's another. If you get bounced for some reason air to air and you have to run, just don't run that way.
But yeah, so do you guys understand the does anyone have any questions on the game plan?
All the shit.
3.
Lead Jolan.
She's wrong. 3 is wrong. Airborne, you're on visual. 3K.
One's out of the burn, going 7 degrees nose up. Alright, go ahead and fence in.
2 fence 113. 133. 3 fence 134.
And go music on.
2 music. 3 music.
4 airborne.
Sending 4 back.
Roger that. Check left steer 2.
2.
Jekyll 7-4, return to base.
2 settled left.
Jekyll.
Go trail.
2 trail. 3.
We're actually a minute behind Carrot. I'm surprised by that. Alright, I'm gonna push it up a little.
Freeze the blind on 2, visual on 1. Three is half mile behind your left Takeoff.
Jekyll 7-4, return to base. 4, let's go home.
I should have put the whole point in steer 2. We're actually fine. We're not.
Bulldogs check
Carrot.
tactical 1 and 2. Bulldog 68.
Chalice 6, Jekyll 7-1, request vector to threat. Jekyll 7, Chalice 6, I'm all out.
Chalice picture.
Bulldog 6-1, Chalice 6, picture clear.
Hawkeye uniform check. Time, sir. 1-3. Package Hawkeye 1 checking in. Other ship just took off. Just the 2.
Alright, we're going to do a right-hand
Hold on,
turn
that's target ships.
from steer 2 until steer 4 shows on carrot, and then we're going to go enemy.
2.
We're we got to fly around for about 2 minutes. I'm going to level off here.
Slow, 3's overshoot on the left low.
Say again?
I said 2, you're too slow. 3's overshoot on your left low. I'm not too slow. I'm keeping perfect space with the 1. Be slow. Seriously, flying 215 at F16? Yep. How to keep the 2-mile trail?
Chalice 6, Jackal 7-1, request vector to threat. Jackal 7, Chalice 6, I'm all out.
Alright, we're going to take a right-hand turn here. Probably do 1 orbit and then reference enemy.
2.
Go ahead and power on weapon. Make sure to check weapon power.
Three's all ready. 2's all on.
Bulldog 6, Jackal 1.
Bulldog 6, frigate ships.
Negative data.
Yep, I'll fix that. Stand by. Plasma 5, uniform check. Plasma 5-3.
I'm doing a real lazy turn here because we're still about a minute ahead.
Bulldog 6 is 10 times 2 going NOE. Falcon 1 checking out uniform. Falcon 1 2.
Alright, perfect timing, folks. Let's go
Chalice, negative.
Okay, reference 145. Let's go NOE.
Sorry, 2 on.
We're gonna keep it idle throttle on the way down, bring it down slow because we're still a couple seconds ahead of Carrot. Just check right to 150. I'm idle throttle.
3.
Jackal 7 pushing. I'm gonna extend a little bit to the right to make up some time.
Jackal 7 Plasma 5, airborne for good ships on Carrot.
Jackal.
Chalice 6, Falcon 1-1. Request picture. Falcon 1-1, Chalice 6, picture clear.
Altitude. Altitude.
Polka 1 is pushing.
Come right a little bit to bleed off about 20 seconds.
Recommend music off.
I should leave that music on.
Roger, music off.
Do whatever you want though.
I believe that SA-10 holds on gem as well, right?
It does. Okay, I'm coming left, referencing steer 4.
6, contact is outlaw.
2. 3. Polka 1 is going NOE. Bulldog 6 is committed, 24850, 2 contacts, outlaw. 2 center tank try. And away. Trey has 270 o'clock. Probably the guys the other good flights is committed on. Yeah, I believe so. Bulldog 6-4, Fox 3, flanker. 45, 274, 15,000. Fox 5 going in.
Chalice 6, Falcon 1-1. Request picture. Falcon 1-1, Dallas. 6 pictures, 1 group. Bullseye. 2, 6, 5, 4, 7, 4,000. Track northwest. Hostile.
Mud 10.
Bulldog, are you guys merged?
Mud 10 right, 1. Just come down low. Should break line of sight with it.
Chaff, flare.
2 cents. Bulldog. 6, Dallas. 6, I'm all out.
Turn your jammer off for a moment.
2 musical.
I'm passing through the town, city right now, passing the skyscrapers. Dirt 10 again.
Bulldog. 6-1, Dallas. 6, picture clear.
Alright, get ready, boys. Check your shit.
2, visual shit check.
I'm reference TacView.
10 at Field 4. First visual, good weapons. NOE.
Actually, we need to cut some speed. Let's just, actually, fuck it, let's attack.
2 radar.
Let's attack.
Dallas 6, Falcon 1-1. Request picture.
Let's stay to the right of this rise as we.
Picture clear.
Hmm?
You slowed down while I'm too close.
Jackal 7 in from the north, attacking SA-10 east. Alright, I'm kicking it up. Remember, you're going to fire a harm, and then you're going to switch to your weapons. And 3, remember, you're firing 2 harms. Magnum 10 east.
Magnum!
Magnum same.
Magnum! Magnum!
Jackal 7, 3, Magnum SA-10 east 2 times.
Rifle!
Rifle 140 10 east.
Chaff, flare. 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 Chaff, flare.
Choose left, right.
Plasma IP inbound.
Chaff, flare. Low. Out.
Chalice 6, Falcon 1-1.
Okay, one's IP inbound.
Falcon 1-1, Chalice 6, picture clear.
Two status. Two status. Two status. Two or three status.
Two's going for a re-attack on the SA-10.
SA-10 east down. SA-10 east is down, brilliant.
Bulldog
2, did you copy?
6, nearest threat bullseye. 150. 6, 4, 21,000. Code.
2, did you copy?
Contact ID is 233, 2 ship.
2, radio check. 3, radio check.
Gotcha now. 2-3 referencing IP2.
Flow steer 7.
6, 21,000. Code. Hostile. Contact ID is 233.
2, radio check.
2, flowing steer 7.
Yeah, just stay. Yeah, go rejoin steer 7. Three status.
3's all up, 2 arms away.
Okay, rejoin steer 7.
I am at 7.
Roger.
Plasma 5, SA-17 down.
Flow 310. Two, 3, flow 310, radio check.
Roger, flying 310.
2, radio check. 3, tell 2 to flow 310.
2, radio check. Let's fly 310 to rejoin with Moon.
2 with you.
Roger.
2, radio check.
Believe SA-10 and east and west are down.
2, radio check.
2, I'm here.
Reference steer 8.
2's following 3.
Jackal 17 to Jackal to Hawkeye 1 status SA-10 west.
It's down, they called it. 10 west.
Roger that.
SA-17 down was also called.
Yeah, I heard that as well. Alright, alright, here, I'm gonna go up to let's go up to altitude. Flow, here, flow 290. This is Jackal 17, all SAMs are destroyed. At your discretion, continue into the end of all deed flights and for reattacks.
Plasma. Okay.
Hey, Plasma, if you're looking for shit, let us know. There's a ton of shit by our target.
Yeah, we got a ton of shit here. AAA that shot at us on Ingress. We're gonna try to take that out.
Yeah, the pre-briefed AAA actually has SA-8s at it to the northeast of your position.
Roger.
2 overtaking 3 left.
Bulldog 6 is engaged. 17355, 20,000 flickers.
2, say weapons.
Two GBUs.
Roger.
Bulldog 6 is still getting 3 Bulls 184-033. Bulldog 6, we're blocked.
Dallas 6, Falcon 1-1. Request picture.
Got naval.
1-1, Dallas 6, pictures 1 group. Bullseye 175
2 seconds.
22,000.
All right, let's get a pod on. Let's try to find those SA8s.
Two rejoin left.
Okay, I have capture on the on SA10 launchers just north of where the flaplet.
Yeah, I saw those on the attack run.
I want to try to find those SA8s though. It's
Tackle 7-3, Dallas 6, nearest threat bullseye 170 45 20,000. Hostile contact ID is 233 2 ship. 3 pitbull.
Tree's staying AF air, AF power.
oh, hey dude, I have a ton of shit. Stand by. I'm gonna get a mark on this.
Bulldog 6 is dirt 11 in the south.
Dallas 6, Falcon 1-1. Request picture.
Hey, 2, just stay with me. Let's try to find those SA8s.
6, picture clear.
2.
I'm referencing the SA8 pre-marked ring.
Roger, I've been head up.
Capture. Right on top of the ring. Oh, disregard. Those are actually Tunguskas.
Rifle, okay.
Alright, hey, reference the SA8 pre-brief threat steer. There's a Tunguskas there.
Jackal, Bulldog.
Go for Jackal.
We're negative capture on SA8 at that position. We do have Shilkas.
Stand by.
Bulldog 6-4.
Hey, disregard that. Hey, 2, there are SA8s on that position.
Breaking right. 2 capture Shilka, negative SA8.
Switch into TV. You should see them there. They're right on top of the. Here, stand by. I'll make a mark point for you.
Guys, copy. Climb up to altitude. That might be man pad.
Hey, 2, standby data.
Getting some weird SA8 nails on the spike on the RWR there. Okay. Bull like 6-3, Fox 3, Bulls 179 for 60.
18038 1000. Declare. Jackal 7-3, Dallas 6, picture is timber. Range split.
2 good data.
Falcon 1-1, Dallas 6, contact is...
On that data, there's 4 by SA8s.
Bullseye 175 48 10,000. Track north. Hostile. Trail for bullseye 178 61.
Those are SA8s, not Tunguskas?
Those are SA8s, yeah.
4 pitbull. 3 cheap shot.
Bulldog 6-3 is getting nails 10 and nails 11 in the south down here.
I want you to attack. I want you to attack the right vehicles, and I got the left ones.
Two in from the northwest.
3 cover.
3's cover.
Attack from IP1 if able.
Jackal 7-3, Dallas
2 off to the right. I see shacks on SA8.
Negative, they're not shacked. I have a capture on them. Hey,
Singer 10? Plane? So let's break it up.
hey, 1's in 155. Left pair of SA.
Dallas 6, I'm all out.
2 is out, refloated IP1.
fucking line.
Bulldog 6-3, Fox 3, 18651, 10,000 flanker.
Rifle.
Jackal 7, Rifle 175, SA8. I'm also defending. I'm defending Singer 10 as well.
Bulldog 6-4, Fox 3, 40 for 193, 8,000.
Jettison defending 330.
Caution.
Defending ground or air?
Caution.
Defending
Altitude.
Singer 10.
Altitude.
Roger. Choose in from my T1.
Chaff. Flare. Chaff. Flare.
Two off right to left.
Off dry again.
I shall shack from the SA8 because they still look up.
No, I sorted on the left group as said 3 times.
Yeah, I tally shack on the left group.
Yeah. Yeah, the right, there's still 2 vehicles to the right.
Falcon, we got a pair of flankers called out here. Say Bulldog. Keep you away. Bulldog, say Bulldog. 17764, 24,000. Bulldog 61, Fox 3.
Two status.
Out IP1. In
Bulldog
from
61, Fox 3, 17960, 24,000, hot flanker.
choose in from IP1. I had 2 good runs. Only 1 bomb came off.
Roger that. You still have 1 weapon, right?
Affirm.
Falcon 1-1, Dallas 6, picture is 3 groups. Range is
Capture the right 2, dropping on them.
I have negative splash on any of those vehicles at that position.
I captured a splash, but they didn't die.
Alright, attack the leftmost vehicles because there's a pair there you can probably kill with 1 bomb.
Northeast group bullseye 060 47 21,000. Track south.
You see the pair of 2 sitting by each other, right? On the east side of the formation.
Bulldog 6, Dallas 6, be advised. Hostile aircraft bearing 135 12 26,000. Jackal 73, Dallas 6, nearest threat bullseye 060 41 19,000. Hostile contact ID is 227, 2 ship. 2, hit ball. Bulldog 6, Dallas 6.
Plasma 5 defending north, Singer 10 from the south.
Jackal 73, Dallas 6, contact confirmed hostile.
Falcon's launch a bullseye 1.
Cheer you in.
58, 6,000.
3 as an hostile, bullseye 057,
31. 6. We got 3 ships down here.
27. Flanker.
2 status. I think, did 2 get hit or something?
I don't think so.
I don't see him anymore.
Chalice 6, plasma.
Hey, all flights, Miller time, start retrograding northwest.
What's the call sign of the third flight?
Say, plasma, say again.
Flight that runs from 27, you got a shot off, you wait.
What?
3, Fox 3 long.
Jackal 73, Fox 3, 044, 29 and 20. Flanker.
Bulldog 6-3, Fox 3, 192, 45 at 10,000.
Three, Fox 3 long.
Jackal 73, Fox 3, 063, 27 and 19 flanker. I'm on.
3, pitbull. Chalice 6, Falcon.
2 back in the pit.
Request picture.
I think you're over the pre-briefed SA-10 site.
Chalice 6, picture is multiple. Range assessment split.
Say again, all flights retrograde northwest Miller time. Acknowledge.
5, 18,000. Beaming.
I'll go 1 minute on. Five north.
Bullseye.
2 running north.
Cover you guys until you guys are out.
18,000. Track south.
Bulldog 6.
South group. Bullseye. 1, 6, 6, 6, 6, 15,000. Track northeast. Hostile. 3, pitbull.
2's flying left. Sorry, 3's flying left.
Three, pitbull. Chalice 6, Jackal 7-1, group bullseye 03028 17,000. Declare. Jackal 7-1, Chalice 6.
2, I still have 1 times bomb if you can resend that data.
Yeah, hold on.
Chalice 6, Jackal 7-1, group bullseye 01036
2 good data.
18,000. Declare. Jackal 7-1, Chalice 6, contact is friendly.
1, confirm you're delousing me.
I am confirmed. I am delousing you.
Roger, be advised they are 2 ships.
Jackal 7, commit 042 for 24, 12,000 hot, strength 2 flanker.
Chalice 6, Jackal 7-1.
2 heads up.
Bullseye 0.
No, you're good, man. Just continue on. Just do your attack if we want to fucking egress. Get your bomb away.
7-1, Chalice 6, contact confirmed. Hostile ID.
Shall I talk to 1 for good?
Hawkeye 1-1, Chalice 6. 1, Fox 3 long.
Fox 3, 034 for 25, 18,000.
19,000. Hostile contact ID to Su-27, 2 ship. One, Fox 3 long.
Fox 3, 035 for 23, 13,000.
Falcon 1-1, Chalice 6, nearest threat bullseye 190. 5, 21,000. Hostile contact ID.
2 turning hot.
233, 2 ship. 1, pitbull.
Splash 2, 044 for 20, by 2 flanker.
Shut up.
2, I need that data again. It was not in the right place.
Dude, I sent it.
It's down by the SA-10. Is that the right place?
Oh my god. We already called Miller time. Just rejoin.
Rejoin.
If you can, just attack a launcher on the way out on top of the pre-briefed target. There's multiple Telars just north of Steer 90. Or multiple launchers.
Jackal 7-3, Chalice 6, picture is 3 groups, range and azimuth split. Northeast group, bullseye 07037, 15,000, track west, hostile.
Haley, there's 2 ships incoming from
I know.
50 miles.
We're trying to egress. I want you to just let's flow 1275.
Bullseye 20054, 21,000, track
Roger.
hostile.
There,
We're chasing some friendlies down there.
yeah, there's a bar cap over there that should deal with them. Bulldog 6, Jackal 7 status.
Bulldog 6 is currently 1 ship RTB.
A2, what's your status?
2 in hot on the SA-10.
You're okay. You're pointing towards us. I don't know.
Chalice 6, Falcon 1-1, request vector to threat.
Check your posit. It looks like you're facing us.
1-1, Chalice 6, nearest threat bullseye 16541, 10,000, hostile contact ID to 629. 29. Clear ship.
DTR marking.
GBU released.
2 bombs away. RTB.
Challenge 6, Falcon 1, Bogadub.
Hawkeye 1-1, Chalice 6, nearest threat bullseye 0, 7, 5, 4, 5, 20,000. Code, hostile, contact ID is 235, 2 ship. Chalice 6, Falcon 1-1, group bullseye 19030, 18,000. Declare.
Okay, Plasma 5,
Chalice 6, contact confirmed, hostile.
Plasma 5, say again.
checking out, push the tower, see you on the ground. Falcon committed 19229, 15,000 to MiG-29.
Chalice 6, Jackal 7-1, request vector to threat. Jackal 7-1, Chalice 6, nearest threat bullseye 1, 6, 5, 2, 4, 20,000. Hot. Hostile, contact ID is MiG-29, 2 ship.
Trees to the left.
Falcon 1-2 committed 184-028.
Is that you going vertical?
2.
Interesting.
Didn't overfly you.
1,
Falcon 1-2 committed 165-024, 2 ship.
Alright, let's go to approach.
Jackal 7-1, 3 ship, F-16s, 30 miles, southeast, 26,000. Inbound for overhead landing.
Good afternoon, Jackal 7-1, turn 1, approach. You are cleared all the way in.
Alright, I'm gonna start idle throttle descent for overhead brake altitude, 36 right.
Page 2988.
3 is following you.
Plasma
5, 3 ships, 10 mile initial, runway 36 right, overhead break.
Did you crash back there?
Yeah, PTD.
Probably targeting pod related.
My GPUs did not want to come off, man. Like, good runs all the way through, and they just didn't come off.
Yeah, I've had major issues in BMS with those.
5-1, turn 1, approach. Q, page 2988. Jackal 7-1, turn 1, approach. Traffic 10 o'clock, 5 miles. Jackal 7-1, turn 1, approach. Traffic now, 10 o'clock, 5 miles.
Yeah, 2 buddy lock, getting speed.
By 1,
Altitude.
16, coming in full head
Jackal
break.
7-1, turn 1, approach. Traffic 9 o'clock, 5
Boards
miles.
out.
Jackal 7-1, contact tower for landing. Switch 23015. Jackal 7-1, turn 1, approach. Traffic now, 10 o'clock, 4 miles. Jackal 7-1, turn 1, approach. Traffic now, 10 o'clock, 4 miles. Jackal 7-1, turn 1, approach. Traffic now, 10 o'clock, 3 miles. Hawkeye 1-1, contact tower for landing. Switch 23015. Good afternoon, Hawkeye 1-1, turn 1, approach. You are cleared all the way in for overhead approach. Runway 36 right, welcome back.
To say your position.
2
1 mile trail.
8.
Alright, leveling up 3000.
Jackal 7-1, turn 1, approach. Traffic 1 o'clock, 1 mile.
Jackal 7 entering the pattern. Overhead. Jackal 7-1 entering the pattern. Overhead.
The brakes are still a bit off. 1.
I know. Jackal 7-1 in the brake.
Jackal 7-2 in the brake.
flying on 1.
Jackal 7-1 on the perch.
Flare. Chaff, flare.
Visual now.
She's turning base now.
Jackal 7-1 final, runway 36 right.
Left base?
No, to right, 36 right. Oh yeah, there's a wind. Make sure you turn off your wind correction. Shit, I did that too late.
Jackal 7-1, turn 1, tower. Next time get clearance before landing. Jackal 7-1, contact tower. Switch 23015. Jackal 7-3, turn 1, tower. Next time get clearance before landing. Jackal 7-3, contact tower. Switch 23015. Jackal 7-2, turn 1, tower. Next time get clearance before landing. Jackal 7-2, contact tower. Switch 23015.
Alright, backing out.
In the meantime, we can start the debrief. We all know what to do, the plan, the tactics, what went well, what went wrong, and please keep it compressed. And after that, we will join the ACMI. Please hang on, and we start off with Jackal 7.
Cool. Alright, Jackal 7, our mission was to kill the SA-10 East. We were going to do so from IP1. We had a shooter suppressor, and suppressor attack in trail. And that was our plan. And then we had the same exact plan for attacking the SA-10 West and the SA-17 as well. We were coming off right on IP1 towards when we were attacking the SA-10, and from the other SA-10 we were coming off left when we were attacking the SA-17. That was our pre-brief plan. So yeah, what happened? We got there. We had some Su-27s on the way in that Bulldog engaged, so that was no factor for us. We stayed on carrot the entire way in. Except at the end, we did attack slightly early, like 40 seconds or so early. Weren't able to maneuver, and there's bandits that wanted to get weapons away. So we pressed for a TOT about minus 40 seconds. Committed the attack. Went as as planned. I fired off a harm, splashed the flap lid with a Maverick, came off right as fragged, found the Egress Valley. 2 came off dry. I came in for a reattack dry just to get a BDA, confirm BDA, called SA-10 east down. Then we started flowing north to go around the mountain range and to attack the SA-10 west. As we were flowing there, we got positive confirmation from the other deeds that all their SAMs were destroyed. So we aborted that attack, we went up to altitude, and we started looking for the SA-8s that were briefed in the town. I quickly got capture on 4x SA-8s near the factory. Sent a mark point to the flight. I did an attack. Maverick was a hung store. Surprise, surprise. Weapon came away but didn't deal any damage to the SA-8. I directly impacted it. Number 2 did an attack. He then had a CTD. Rejoined, did another attack. And then
had another CTD.
And then on the way, while RTBing, there was a pair of flankers that were attacking Plasma 5. I engaged those, splashed them, and then we RTB'd, landed with an overhead brake, plenty of fuel, and slammers left. What went well? Number 2, good comm on the initial attack. Number 3, I think you executed our fragged attack exactly as planned. As I was getting captured at the flap lid, I heard you calling magnum shots, so I knew there was magnums in the air and I felt safe. Okay, points to improve. Also, 3. Yeah, you got while you were covering air to air, you got contact and engaged a flanker that was leaking in from the east. I was also ambushing plasma, so that was good. Okay, points to improve. For myself, I'm not sure what happened. I believe this is a bug, but I will need to scrutinize the tape. For whatever reason, the pre-briefed steer point was not at the correct position. It looked like for whatever reason it was referencing the airbase that was near the target, not the pre-brief position. That created a major mental issue where I was like, "What the fuck? Why isn't the flap lid in my pod?" So then I quickly, because I did a sand table look at the target for a long time, I was able to identify, oh, it's looking at the airfield. The target should be to the left. I found the flap lid quickly. But that could have turned out real bad, and I don't know what happened there. I made sure I was cursor 0. I went through all the TMS down and all that shit. So I don't know what happened there. So I'll have to figure out that. The other thing is that we didn't have a contract for what would happen if we just killed all of our targets as planned. So I should have made a contract for, we're going to hang out until we're at the end of a vulnerability period or whatever. But I didn't do that, so that's something that's an important to improve for myself. Number 2, I didn't really know what the status of your attack was. I don't know if you were saying things and we were just getting line of sight blocked or what, but I didn't know.
Yeah, it was massive. You went off, you knew that the SA-10 was down and I didn't, so I set up for a reattack and you're on the other side of a mountain. So 3 and I were together and it was line of sight block. We figured it out after that.
And then the other thing is, I'm not sure what happened when I gave you that mark point because you were like, hey, there's no SA-8s there. I confirmed that I was cursor 0'd. I confirmed...
It might have been some bug with the rejoin because the mark point that you gave me after I rejoined after the CTD was down between the SA-10s, not up where the pre-brief SA-8 marker was.
Okay.
So I'll blame BMS for that.
That's weird. Okay. I don't know. For 3, there's one point when you were engaging an air group that I didn't know really what you were doing, or I was expecting you to cover 2 because 2 was in the middle of doing a ground attack, but you were engaging some air group, which turned out to be the right call because there was a flanker that was attacking plasma. But I didn't really know what was going on until I sent a data link round, saw you were way up, way to the east and attacking that flanker. I'd recommend that you fly with us or confirm that you're going to split off and attack a group that's nearby. And honestly, it really was on Plasma to deal with that flanker. And there could have been a fratricide situation because I think that flanker was quite close to Plasma. We won't know until we look at the ACMI, but looking at the data, it looked like they were close. That flanker was close to Plasma.
Yeah, I would say like 10 miles, because so for the first I think I believe that I called it out, the bullseye location of the approaching flankers, and I'm like monitoring them. I kind of called like something like that 40 miles before the Fox 3 shots. I don't know if you heard that. If it's
you might have, but we were focusing on the ground attack. I wanted you to also be focusing on the ground attack, like covering us. So that was the thing. Is like, it's fine though. I think it worked out okay. I just think I don't know if that Fox 3 that you made was a safe shot. We'll have to see in the ACMI, but it looked like Plasma was close to that. So I don't know. We'll see. But I would say, like, unless there's a bandit that's within commit range of us, I wouldn't commit on it, because we were focusing on the southern targets of the SA-8, so there could have been flankers over there, or there could have been SAM launches that you might have been able to spot that would have saved me or Breland. So that would be my debrief point, is like, just don't, if they're outside of the commit range, let the other flights deal with them. And I don't know if they were within commit range, but if they were, then that's a different factor. But that was my 2 cents.
Yeah, we can see that when we stand. Yeah.
That's it for whatever my call sign is, Jackal 7.
Thank you. Hawkeye 1.
Okay, Hawkeye 1. We were the deep flight for the Western SA-10. We also had shooter suppressor tactics. We had 1 and 3 with 2 105s and 2 JDAMs, and 2 and 4 with 2 harms each. That didn't work out so well because, let's say that something was borked there, because on the ramp 2 realized he had also some only 1 harm and 105s. So the plan was to go in there in a trail, have shoot suppressor, 1 and 2, 1 lofting the bombs, and then in a 10-mile trail, also the element lofting the bombs, all lofting on the flaplet, so double tapping it to make sure to kill it. Our approach was going straight south and then coming in from the west, so like an L shape. And during that southern passage, which was already as an NOE, we briefed to stick our head out and check if the pre-planned steep point is accurate, and it wasn't. So it was just a few meters, let's say, I don't know, 50 meters to the left or to the right. But we fixed that, sent the mark point, and then we attacked. The attack run was a bit spicy because after the final hill, there was just a big river, almost a lake there, and we had visual on the SA-10 that was quite scary. So we went in, did our loft off-right, and also the element did the same. And then we returned to our IP, did BDA SA-10 west down. After that, we had planned to go to SA-10 east, but as we did the BDA, I think we were the last to do BDA. All the other SAMs were already down. So we started mopping up launchers, and the element started to search and destroy the SA-10. This is where things got a bit not bad because that after our perfectly executed first attack, things got a bit chaotic here. Everybody target fixated, eager for the kill. We didn't do a proper wagon wheel, did proper calls, no mutual support whatsoever. This got my my number 2 killed. Unfortunately, I think a SA-10 hit him.
SA-8.
SA-8, yeah. SA-8, yes. Yeah. So this was very bad. So this is the major point for me is that we should have reorganized at the IP and then do it orderly together, help each other, helping each other. Yes. Then we went down. The element went a bit south to hunt for flankers. Then Streak had, I think, computer problems. Had a crashed desktop.
No, he had BMS problems. He didn't have computer problems.
Oh yes. Foxhound
crashed too.
Yes, you crashed too. So we had 2 crashes. Number 4 Foxhound, he could come back again. Streak also came back again, but only shortly. Then I don't know what happened then.
Yeah.
And yeah.
No, finish your
Streak.
first.
Oh yeah, it's already finished. So and then Foxhound and I, we just went for an overhead break. Streak.
Yeah, the second time I came back, that was really smooth. So I got back information, got contact again with you, Stevie. And then suddenly something took over my aircraft and pitched up in an unusual attitude, and lights went.
That's an old BMS bug that happens very low repro rate, but happens occasionally. It's extremely fucking annoying.
Okay.
It felt like you were in an earthquake, right?
Yeah, I was as if somebody else was flying the aircraft, but then very strangely. So I just left the game.
Nice.
Because, yeah. Okay, that's it, Stevie.
Yes. What went well? What went not so well? I think the first execution of the plan went really well. Comms were really good. What also 3. It's a pleasure having a element lead like you. Thank you for that. Also 2 and 4, that was pretty good. What didn't went well? I think after the first attack, it just got chaotic, and that was totally my fault because I should have reset us, and then do it properly. That's Hawkeye 1.
Stevie, did you know you dodged 5 SA-8s and 19s at the same time?
Yeah, well, my RWR was quite noisy. Yeah.
Yeah. You went pretty inside the SA-8 Wes, so I didn't expect that, Stevie. I could have warned you, but I was too late. That's why the rest was got killed.
Yeah.
That
was bad. I'm sorry about that.
Okay. That's it, Stevie?
Yep.
Next, Plasma 5. Ape.
Okay, so Plasma 5 tasked killing the SA-17s. Luckily, we were last to take off because nobody was able to ask nosy questions about my net weaponeering choices. So we went with Mark 84s and Mavericks and Harms. So we took Mark 84s at the inner pylon, centerline bag, and then 3 had Harms, and the rest of us had Mavericks. The plan was for 3 to suppress the 17 while we lofted Mark 84s on the SA-17 tells after getting capture on the and zapping it on the Ingress. We got airborne, rejoined. We were on Carrot. We saw Jackal pushing. We pushed behind them. We got a little close at times, so I just kind of slowed us down on that Ingress, which is a little bit nerve-wracking because we had SA-10s within lethal chirping away with us multiple times at like 20 feet AGL. But luckily, we just kept on flying, and they got line of sighted by the random variations in the terrain. Most likely, saw some bandits to our south, but the flight to the south of us was committing on them, so we pushed. So we, I guess that would have been the southwest. But yeah, we pushed to our IP. I adjusted our IP slightly from our fragged IP because heavy AAA presence, and I didn't want to try to kill that AAA first. So we were a little bit scrunched up against the just because of our our TOT. And we were a little bit scrunched up against the mountains and against Jackal. But it worked out all right. We got into the target. I called for a sniper on the 17s. 3 popped up and started shooting harms. I think it was a bug. He meant to shoot them both at the same time, but he staggered them because of having to reset stores. But I think that worked out better because we had a longer window of suppression there. So the plan was for 3 to pop up and suppress, and then for 3 and 4 to anchor as cover, while 1 and 2 lofted on the Tellars. I got captured on the Tellars on the Ingress and zapped it to everyone. I did my pop at about 4 miles, lofted both bombs. I'm not sure what happened to 2, but in the loft started taking heavy AAA. I sliced off. I briefed slice off right, and I started slicing off left, just because the ground is there out to our left, but I knew there was AAA, so corrected myself, sliced off right. Made it back down without taking any damage. Went cold, and then we popped up, saw everything burning. At that point, I lost comms with 2, so we lost contact with him at that point. Got BDA right as I was hearing, like, trying to get confirmation on the BDA right as I heard it, like, the other 2 SA-10s, or the other 2 targets confirmed down in close succession. So I was able to call that one in. And then we killed some AAA, and we killed the Snowdrift. At that point, 4 was getting spiked by flankers from our southeast, which is what I think Hydra was attacking, or whoever that was from Jackal was attacking, and I think probably cleared our 6. So yeah, we didn't have great SAS to those bandits, so that actually worked out really well in my book. Let's see. But if you hadn't been there, we probably would have had to call for some help for a delouse, potentially. But
where was your cap during
so
that?
Let's see.
It was really weird that the cap didn't spot them.
Dead.
Okay.
So okay. Let's see. So debrief points. Yeah, 2. I don't know if 2's still here.
Oh, he left.
I don't. Okay. All right. 3. Great job on everything. Good call on bringing on the weaponeering. I think that was good to have harms. Give us some backup options and flexibility. 4. Good job staying alive, and sorry there wasn't more action for you. But nobody, you didn't die, which is good. On any of the attacks. What could have gone better? If we don't have anything for. Yeah, there's just a couple aborted attacks where you came off dry. So I would have liked to been able to get your weapons off, but I'm not sure how I could have made that better.
I've got to improve for myself. In that initial run-in, I should have I was right on top of first element. I should have had the second element further back, and we talked about doing that. But like between flying at 300 knots, like through buildings at 50 feet, trying to defend Sam or tens,
Yeah,
did not do a good job of pacing. But like I think those harms would have been giving you an even better window if they were thrown from like 5 miles over your shoulder instead of right on top of you.
Yeah, I mean, one thing that I should have been better at for myself was really bad, and I think looking at the TacView, I almost kill myself doing this. I slice off the wrong way, and then I correct myself, but
oh my god,
be killed.
Nice.
So, yeah, that's all I got.
Okay, thank you, Abe. Bulldog next. BS.
Cool. Bulldog 6, 3-ship cap. I had Harday and Mailman fly as 3 and 4, and I took number 2. I told him to hold weapon safe and glue wing, neither of which did he do, so he was, stupid robot all day long. We took off and caught those first 2 flankers coming out of the south. We had capture on them and watched them explode because they got hit by Patriots, but we were ready to engage them at altitude. That happened. We made sure they were both down, and then we proceeded on to our cap. If you guys look at the chat window for the debrief, that's like our Stir 6 and 7 right there. We're basically hiding right behind that mountain south of the city. That was fine. We had a pretty good look to the east, and I also had a pretty good look. I had a plan to look more north in case we needed to look up towards the Bullseye 090 area. We had a contract with who are they? Falcon, that they were going to handle basically everything north of the 090 radial. We were going to handle everything south of the 090 radial. I thought that plan was fine for the most part. We did catch some 10 out of the target area on the way in, but we swung around south to stay behind hills. So once we got on cap, there was kind of nothing going on. So we're flying around down there in NOE, listening to all the SAMs go down. As soon as all 3 were down, I tried to climb up and immediately got like some nails 10 north. It was probably just some residual stuff. That went away, but as you can see from that picture I posted, we're like in all of the 10s along the coast. I did not assess any of the threats south or east of the target area today at all, which was like a gigantic mistake on my part. So yeah, sure, all the 10s in the target area are down, but we cannot climb up to 20,000 right there because we're in 10 close right there. There's also the SA-11 over there, and then the other thing I'm going to say about my game plan is the east-west look was fine. Kicking that western part south to kind of look more north was fine. I did not make any plan at all for kicking Stir Point 7 south and looking at things coming out of the south. So we actually have a pretty good little pocket right there in between all those cities and highways where there's nothing. We could have operated a north-south cap right in there all day long and had no problems. But I didn't even assess that or make a game plan for that. We wound up going way too far south. We're south across the river in the middle of all those ground units and SAMs. So that's how me and Mailman both got picked off. And then Falcon came out of the north because they were bored up there and wound up joining up with Harday. And I'll turn it over to him for the rest. As far as the game plan, it went fine. As far as element coordination, it went fine. 3 and 4, you guys worked pretty well together. You stayed together. You communicated together. We were working as a flight pretty well right up until 2 of us died, and then I don't know what happened after that. So 3, if you want to talk about what happened after the 2 of us died, I'll shut up for a bit.
Yeah, so after it was like right when I got launched on by 10, I noticed that there are 2 more 10s that are out to the east, and I decided for myself that it was way beyond our scope. We ended up chasing those bandits out like really, really far. I told 4 to basically reset back to where we were, and I think that either he was a supporting missile or going cold, and then I think that's when he got hit, and then 1 you got hit very soon after, and then 2 got hit. So you guys like all died in very quick succession. I pushed back to towards our Steer 7, and then I engaged Bandit 1 more time, just launching on him to get him off my back. I think he was chasing somebody else, and so I was able to take care of him, and then I RTB'd from there after Miller time was called.
Cool. And like NOE caps is fine and stuff, but like just understand that we're burning a fuck ton of gas down there. So like when I died, I was maybe less than 1,000 pounds from Joker. So we were out of time either way.
Right.
That's about it for Bulldog.
Thank you, Bulldog. That was a nice debrief. Just for moderator side, was your number 2, was that AI? And Mailman was number 4?
Bulldog 6-2 was AI, and Mailman was number 4.
Okay, I will change that. Okay, thank you, Bulldog. Next, Ricey, Falcon 1.
Yeah, so Falcon 1, we had a little issue on the ground before takeoff. When we spawned in, me and number 2, we couldn't see each other, but we could hear each other on IVC. Number 3 could see both of us, but like we decided that we can't take off like this. We can't do cap when neither of us could see each other. So I had to jump out and jump back in, and as soon as he jumped out, his AI popped in right in front of me. So afterwards, we took out about 5 minutes late, and by the time we went NOE, all the SAMs were already down. So we did a couple of laps up in the north, around the AAA area, and we saw no target. So I decided to take the flight down south to help Bulldog. And by the time we got down there, Bulldog called out that they were engaged. So we came in to support, but Bulldog, somebody in Bulldog, I'm not sure who it was, called out that they were fine. They didn't need help. And at this point, I think we heard Kraus call that he was engaged on a pair of Su-27s up north. So we went back up north to help them. At this point, I think everybody in the package was already RTB. So I called out that we're going to support the package because we still have plenty of fuel left. So we did a couple laps around the target area, covering everybody as they went home. And at this point, AWACS called us to engage a pair of MiG-29s. So we committed, and I made a mistake there. At the beginning, our plan was that we're going to do a grinder 10 miles of separation, and at this point I didn't realize that number 2 was still 10 miles separated from me. So when we engaged, I called him to engage the trailer, and I was 10 miles in front of him, and by the time he got in range, my target already fired at me, and I think that missile locked onto my wingman and shot him down. So at this point, it was pretty much everybody was RTB already landed, so I pretty much RTB as well, and I got engaged by a pair of Su-30s, but they were both shot down by the Patriots before they got to me. And that's pretty much for Falcon.
Thank you, Falcon. Well, this is the end of the official event, number 536. I must say it was a pretty good damn mission, because I never expected that both SA-10s and SA-17s went basically down at the same moment. So that was a very good job, I must say. As I said before, this is the end of the official 536. We will continue on the ACMI.
Yeah.
In the meantime,
can I do some package debrief points as well? Before we wrap it up. So I'm trying to understand what the intention was in pushing like 30 miles south of the pre-briefed cap point for Bulldog. Because I think that's why you died. I'm just trying to understand what the logic was there.
It was just chasing MiGs that were coming in from the south. We got too far south. So if you're looking at that image in the channel, point 7 is where we were going to be. Mm-hmm. We could have operated north-south out of point 7 without going as far south as we did, and we would have been fine all day. Mm-hmm. But we still couldn't climb up. Right, we're still NOE down there because of all the 10s on the coast. So every time we popped up, we got lit up.
Okay, so if I like, here, let me share my screen real quick. So, when you guys are like down here, can you see this?
Yep.
Okay, so like the original like cap, like the furthest extent of the cap was here. So it started here. So it was like this was the cap. And I think the reason why you're being engaged by all those I mean, you look down there, that's way outside of our AO. I mean, that's like you were the furthest southern unit already fragged, and then you're another 25 miles south of that. So you're dealing with tons of shit that I didn't do any threat analysis of anything down there. There's multiple WESs down there of SA10s and shit.
Yep.
So that was just like a planning mistake, or was that intentional? Like you meant to fight down there? I'm just trying to understand.
I intentionally moved the cap east of where you just drew that because right there we have line of sight of the 10 to us. So I snuck behind the hill due south of the 17.
Gotcha.
And then from that orbit, we were getting engaged from the due south by 33s and 27s. So we turned around to face them and basically just got sucked too far south.
Okay, but the intention is like if you see this, there's low ground in here where you can line of sight block the 10, and the idea was to stay down in the weeds until the SA-10 was dead, and then if you had done that, you wouldn't have been engaged by the SA-10. That was the logic, at least. So that was the planning intention. I think because you went so far south, I mean, there's all sorts of shit down there that is just, I mean, it's bad guy country.
So like right
past our 7.
Right where you have the F-16 right there, we're golden right there. If we'd stayed right there, we would have been fine. But we got sucked south by, like you shoot them and they turn and then whatever. We should not have gone that far south.
Yeah, he mentioned that in the debrief.
Cool.
Class.
That's my main package debrief point.
Right.
All right.
And then the one other thing I'll throw in is when Falcon, whoever dropped out, there was a decent little bit of cord between me and Falcon 1. If he had not been able to come back, I was going to kick one of my guys over to make sure that he was, full of people. But it didn't turn out to be a problem, so good stuff.
All right. Good lessons learned. I like that. We will start with the ACMI. But I've got to tell you that I sent out a survey. Please fill it in. We try to make our events even better every time. So it just takes a couple of minutes of your time. But especially if you don't like it at all and you count it like that, please explain why so that we can improve our events. Other than that, let's go for the ACMI. There's an ACMI file listed in the Saturday night BMS channel. Oh, I cannot find the channel. Oh, there it is. And who is hosting it? Probably.
Yeah, I got it.
Raz is also hosting it. And we will go over the nitty-gritties and what we did well and what we did wrong. Okay. Please join the ACMI.
Wait, do we have an IP?
Yep.
Yeah, IP is just in the Saturday BMS.
Oh, it's in a different channel. Thank you.
It's in the channel you can't see.
No, it's in the channel you can.
Yeah, now you can. Somebody hosting that on Discord?
Sure. Can we go back to the pre-commit on that?
No one's committed yet.
Yeah, there was an engagement that you already skipped
saw an
over.
engagement.
Yeah, Bulldog shot someone.
Way before this.
Oh
yeah, no, there is.
When I joined the thing, it was showing the AMRAMs being fired.
So I just want to call out. I think the deed guys did a fucking great job of keeping the carrot time. It seemed like you had the cruise page up and you were just checking that. Is that affirm?
Yes.
I think Plasma was early, but I think you were exactly on time, and I was exactly on time as well.
We spawned once because we were too early, and then it was. I think we were 1 minute or one minute early.
Word
of TOT.
No,
we were early,
awesome.
But
within 30 seconds of everyone,
we were early, but I had you visual and I knew that your ingress path, so I just kept separation.
Stevie, what you could do is not use steer point 3 to make your time, but the next steer point, steer point 4.
That's what I was doing.
did it.
That's exactly what I was doing.
I had the IP.
Okay,
for
cool.
the TNT.
I had cruise page
cool.
on steer 4, and then as soon as it got to roughly within like 10 seconds, I just referenced that. That's what we did.
Yeah. Worked out fine.
So let's do Bulldog first.
There's not a lot to see me in. Like, all the action is happening right now. That's probably what agged him up, is stupid AI.
Ooh. Okay, so you guys pick up. You're down here, and you pick up Su-33s coming feet dry off the Coos.
Yeah, we get an AWACS call, and then we pick him up on the radar immediately.
Yeah, I mean, at that range, they might be scramble. And I guess it's a little far for scramble.
Oui.
That goes down.
But, I mean, shooting against super flankers at 30,000 from NOE is...
Yeah.
That is a disadvantaged position, right? Like,
yeah.
Yes.
No matter what.
Yes.
I mean, you keep them busy.
Yes.
And they don't engage us, so...
Yep. So, if we had stayed... What's happening? If we had stayed right here in this pocket where we are, right, we're fine.
Yeah.
But we get sec south, which is how we die. If we'd stayed right here, we would have been fine all day.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so the northern part of the cap zone was where you could come up to altitude and nothing's going to shoot at you. Just the southern part has another SA-10 covering it.
Yeah, that's another front.
There's an SA-6 right there.
Oh.
There's 15 in there, too.
Yeah, that is...
Dude, you're calling out SA-11s? I don't know what you expected us to do. I just ignored you when you said that. I was like, I'm not doing shit. We're not going down there.
Well, I knew you guys were all out of targets, so it's like, come on down here.
Yeah, I was in our frag target area that was 30 miles north of you.
Oh my god, drag. No, don't go back in. No.
I did a data link round. I was like, why are you guys so far?
Oh my sweet baby Jesus.
The whole army's down there, man.
They didn't even show up on my data link, man. They were so far south.
It's a great little shot.
Yeah. It was not line of sight. Yeah.
You got to get Prime some good footage. That's why you're doing this.
Mailman fires on R-77.
Again, we lost nobody to MiGs.
Yeah, I got some of this. Does anybody know the distance of like external views, like the 8 button? Like, is there a distance bubble?
I don't know.
80 miles because it's the render of the BMS.
Is it 80?
So here, Mailman dodges 100 missiles and gets caught by the 101st one.
SA-7 and SA-14 man-portable SAMs are carried by all enemy surface units. They can be easily defeated, but are difficult to spot. You just have to assume these guys are shooting at you when you're down low. Keep your speed up, and when the hair stands up on the back of your neck, puke out some flares. The SA-9 is an IR SAM launched from an IFV. Some vehicles are equipped with a microwave receiver to detect emissions from enemy aircraft.
Oh,
nice, man.
That one got fun. Let's do it again.
Is that really?
Yeah.
The SA-5 is a long-range, high-altitude...
live. Yeah, here we go.
Don't go back.
Look at the speed. He's fine. You know, I'm fast. There's nothing will hit me.
So you got that going for you.
He's used to delivering mail and
Look at the 8K rounds.
This is like that. This is like that chapter in fucking Viper Pilot when he accidentally stumbled across the regiment, the armored regiment, and they all shoot at him.
the guard regiment.
I love how an 8K is just like.
How did you not
he was
get
like
hit?
coming down through the clouds to like check out something.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Yeah, you were slowing down. Come on.
Should have went into guns mode. You should have sprayed that line, man.
9,000.
I was more worried about flankers and 33s than I was about that. So
Oh,
that was a screw up.
That's where that naval spike was coming from.
missiles?
Here, look.
Yeah, that's what that.
Yep. I was wondering what that was.
We were like, should we defend? We were like, what the fuck is happening? I forgot that there was a.
So I love this. The in BMS, since they added like multi-targeting for like the Patriots and shit. Like the logic seems to be like find a target, and then even if you've lost the target, shoot an entire salvo.
Yeah.
So they shoot off like fucking how many tens of millions of dollars of missiles just straight up.
Space. Yeah.
Remember, there must be something
round is
there.
probably in space.
Yeah,
when
they're
they fix
firing
that,
at the
we're
Russian satellites, guys.
When they fix that, we're going to be fucked.
I mean, if they fix that and they like let the SA-10s reload instantly, then yeah. But like the SA-10s run out of missiles so quickly.
Yeah, but they wouldn't run out as fast if they weren't just hurling half of their load into space, right?
Yeah.
The SA-12 is a monster missile designed to protect high asset value targets against bombers and cruise missiles. I guess we've...
Guess we learned to get players as well.
If you haven't seen, I had some screenshots from my camera playing in BMS here at the UAF. A couple screenshots in there.
Yeah, they're nice. Thank you.
Outstanding.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Let's see the actual flights that weren't Rambo.
The real.
So here we're spinning because we're way ahead of of our target.
We're doing the same shit.
Going down. Trail. Here I'm popping up to get capture. On or is that somewhere later? I don't know. Because the precision steer point wasn't right.
Yeah, mine was fucked too. I don't know why. It worked fine in like single player tests and stuff. I have no idea.
Turning in.
Look at those camos flying around.
Yeah.
I'm through the.
This was. Did you see me? After that. Yeah.
Ooh. Nice.
Oh, that harm looks angry. Stevie? That looks angry. That harm.
Again?
That harm almost hit you, Stevie.
Nah.
It saw something. It bit off.
Sorry.
I love what
Did
you
we get
do.
any SA-10s launched on us? Did the deed flights at all get any SA-10s actually launched?
These SA-10s, I have not seen these SA-10s fire a missile for like 4 or 5 events.
What are these super high things that are to our left outside of the camera?
The harms.
Oh my
Hydra
god.
and I fired harms and they went to space.
They went ballistic. We'll see that later.
That harm killed the flaplet from Domestos?
No.
No.
But I do want to see what kills that. It's probably this GBU.
Yep.
Good law.
It drops them in.
Boop.
Good
Is that the flap lid?
Yep.
Okay.
First
Can't
shot.
read it anymore.
Well done.
Tiny.
What time is this in Zulu? I want to see how shit hot we were. What is the Zulu time?
Oh yeah. Watch these. Okay. 3:54.
Seconds.
Stevie, you're 1 second late. 1 second late.
What?
Excellent. This is excellent.
Awesome.
Streak's having like an officer boner right now.
Yeah.
The clock hits 3:54 and everything explodes.
Perfect.
What about the other flap?
Yeah, I want to see the other ones.
I want to know what time
Yeah,
that
you
gets
were 40 seconds early, so correct.
Yeah, I called it early too. I was like, yo, I'm in hot early. I didn't want to spin around on the ground.
All right. So you're a minute early.
Yeah, it's fine.
And then it looked like the SA-17's dying right now too.
Bam.
Right on carrot.
That's beautiful.
Within 60 seconds, everything was dead.
That was cool. We came off target and spun, and we heard 10 down, 10 down, 17 down.
Yeah, that was
great.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. That was awesome.
I'm out, guys. You guys take it easy.
Yeah.
GG.
Thanks for coming.
Get in, Hardy.
Here's
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, we had major LOS issues. Can we stick with one of these flights and go through the attacks?
Sticking with Stevie's.
So this is when you're doing the extra attacks, right?
Yes. So first we.
So there was no briefing on that. It was just like attack things, or how did you communicate that?
Yeah, we just did a very rudimentary sorting.
Okay.
And then Streak said, "Okay, I'm going for the SA8." But yeah, that would have been the perfect place for a fighter briefing.
Ooh,
if the bombs went go off, but they did. So it was strange. It was smooth. Not more than 5.23.
That's too far.
More G. No.
Yeah, we shouldn't have been there. That's over the city. It's death.
It's also pre-briefed.
Well, if the first CBU was going off, then
The SA-8 is a highly mobile, low-altitude SAM system. Each SA-8 vehicle carries its own radar system. Its biggest limitation is that it's a bottle rocket. It has no range, so you should be able to fly around it or over it.
Whee! CBU.
You got all the missile launchers, Stevie?
Yeah, 3.
Okay.
Where's Stevie's Dance with Death? I want to see this.
See the blue forces are moving up.
So Streak, are you all just? Are these all just the weapons aren't coming off?
Didn't come off. Either the DLC was climbing up. It was so fucking frustrating.
What did you also have CBUs, or were you using GBUs?
I had GBUs. The last pass was with GBUs, and that went all right. The CBUs didn't come off.
So
I thought it didn't come off, but there was one. One came off, unbeknownst to me.
We get troops in the city. Nice. Yeah, this is a totally wrong attack angle.
But the right way to live. Watch this. One potato.
I saw that one, and then I got a Tunguska.
Oh, the Tunguskas are angry. You're just shitting
Oh
yourself.
boy.
Full burner towards the deck. Run away.
Nice.
Negative contact. Second one, break. That's two. Okay.
Oh my god.
You see, I'm still shitting myself and evading.
I want to see that again.
Well, the Gavins underneath you were probably shitting themselves too. The F-16 just flew 10 feet over their head.
Oh my god, dude.
Oh, nice.
Wow. Wait, what?
Yeah, I saw that too.
Okay.
Nope.
Yeah, they thought that he was going to get shot down and they were going for the rescue.
Two friends.
Ooh.
Yeah, Foxhound still had a harm left, but we kept it for something else. So
actually,
now you go home. You go hunting.
Actually, I would try to only got Hank's door.
Yeah.
It's the new BMS hotness. Is half of your weapons don't work.
Unbelievable.
If you need to kill something, you need double the amount of weapons to kill it.
It's really hard to.
Like 3 seconds.
Hey, it's realistic, Kraus. We're flying Korean F-16s. The maintenance, education standards are not the same.
I think if you're flying,
why you got to do the Koreans like that, man?
Yeah.
No, wait. And now imagine we would do a G warm up.
Yeah.
All our weapons would be shit. We had all.
Okay, so let's do Kraus's attack now. Do.
Base up and away. Second one too.
It's interesting, Hydra. I think it's because we fired from a weird because we fired from almost the exact same spot and they both went up. So maybe it's
So you
we
guys
need some soundboard bite about going to space.
So you guys fired them. There's a couple factors there. You fired them too low. You have to pop up. That's one thing.
I mean,
And
has that changed? Because I've had massive success above 500 feet.
Yeah,
AGM.
I've watched them from the
what
deck.
mode were you in?
PB with 0.6 selected, and it had like I called ready like way before the IP. Like I had switched to 0.6, handed off, saw the 10T on the.
Yeah. It could be because of the steer point 6 altitude. I don't know. Like that's why I used a precision steer point. Were you firing on the precision steer point, Hydra, or were you using the?
I fired both my harms on 9-0, 0.90.
Okay, so you did use 9-0. I don't know.
One of his words, one didn't.
Put my nose up.
It could.
So
they could also be hung stores. You know, like one of them could have been a hung store because BMS.
No, if they were hung, they wouldn't come off.
No, they do come off. I fire my second Maverick, it comes off and doesn't do anything to the SA8 that hit, so that was probably a hung.
Then it's not hung, is it?
Then what is it? Fusing, whatever it is.
Possibly you overg'd it or something.
No, I didn't overg it. I don't do that unless I know that I'm doing it.
I'm telling you, you're conflating a couple different things. There's the overg issue.
Whatever it is, weapons are ineffective for reasons that don't make sense. So I don't care.
I agree, but this... You don't find it useful to know what's going on? Like, there's two things. There's the weapons not fusing if you overg them, which is... They changed how the dice rolls work, but that was in 4.3.5. And the really stupid thing is, like, if you so much as brush... Like, every time you so much as brush your pickle button, that's a dice roll that your stores will be hung.
Okay,
and won't come off the jet.
So what's happening here? The weapon came off. I didn't overg before that point. So.
Dude, I watched this impact and explode in the pod. I watched that explosion in the pod.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not new, right? We've had stupid fucking
the
bugs
same thing where the Mavericks are ineffective randomly for a long time.
Yeah, let's just bully
it went
BMS
boom.
more and keep on.
No, there was smoke. That SA8 I also had to capture. But when the smoke went away, they were still up, all four.
Yep.
So when did so two of them were killed though, or maybe three of them were killed. So when did that happen? Was that you doing that, Breland?
I dropped
with
one
my last
GPU
38.
So maybe my Mav did kill them, but it was a delayed death. Can we go look at the SA8 site and see who's
Freak's GPU gets them. So I dropped one GPU on these guys. I think my cursor screwed off sometime.
No, this.
No,
guys.
the middle, that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was my Mav that didn't do anything.
Here's your Mav.
I saw that in my targeting pod.
Woo!
And then you're also attacking that site?
Yeah, I was monitoring, and then I said, okay, there's still one up. Oh, there it comes.
You toss a 38.
Okay, and
that
then
kills Sparrow.
And then do you ever attack that, Breland?
No, because this is when I crash and the PBT didn't it was off in the middle, it was 40 miles south.
Oh yeah, so you attacked the SA-10 launcher, but you did release one more bomb.
Yeah,
right?
I did. I released another bomb on the SA-10 launcher and it killed it.
Okay. So yeah, that's
there it goes right there.
Yeah, that didn't take any more damage then. So there's still two SA-8s there.
Yeah, one or two.
Well, there's two SA-8 sites, right? There's this one and there's another one to the north.
We didn't know about that one. There's two launchers in the pre-brief site.
Oh, don't watch
Then
this.
you guys go home. Did I miss any other runs?
The sorting on the
Did you...
recovery was very good, I think, when we landed.
They didn't watch our attacks.
Yeah. I meant House's flank.
Yeah, we're fine. No, we didn't see the air-to-air engagement with the flankers. I want to see that.
Yeah, you lost us at the end.
So Hydra's... This is what I was talking about before. So, this is so confusing how you're doing this. Just, can you follow Hydra? Or, actually, yeah, okay, thank you. So, where's the speed shit? Okay. So yeah, this is when I believe this is when Breland and I are attacking the SA-8. So let me see when I actually...
This is when I crash right there, and my plane keeps on going south.
Dude, I was so confused. I was like, two status, what's up? Two status. And I kept looking, I'm like, I didn't see any fireball, and I didn't see any SAM launches. I was like, what the fuck happened? And then I was asking 3, dude, what happened to 2? And he's like, I don't fucking know.
Yeah, just I'm holding the pickle down, like looking at the SA2s
Okay.
in my pod, trying to drop my GPU, and then
It was before this. Okay, so I released this
Whoa.
Mav. So I released this
Oh my
Mav.
God.
And then at this point you're on final, and you crash like right here, right?
Yeah, it was like at the bottom of the DLZ with me holding the pickle. Like I hold the pickle down and then I crash out.
Yeah, and I was recovering from a dirt 10 that I thought might be a Singer 10, which they were shooting at these guys who were like 40 miles to our south.
Who posted the link to the BMS forum, where someone says that you can get a CDT because of the hung store?
Yeah, you absolutely can.
So right here,
nice.
I have the reason
I
why
love it even more now.
The reason why I'm doing this crazy thing, I just emergency jettison. The reason why I'm doing this is I have a Singer 10
in ring,
which is actually firing at the cap that's way to the south, I think. So that was interesting. So then we
You can reproduce this if you try to jettison anything after having a hung store, you are guaranteed to crash.
All right. So now here's Hydra. So I want to
Okay.
see when you commit on these guys.
I think that's what happened to Streak.
Yeah. The CPU
Wow.
was hung. And I jettisoned on the way back, and then I crashed.
So this is the commit range. So you're within commit parameters here, but these guys are basically Plasma should be this is Plasma. Right? Plasma should be committing on these guys. But you're in hot now. Oh shit! Are they firing a Plasma?
Yeah. Yes.
Did you guys know you were getting shot at?
I had no idea.
Yes, I was defending.
Oh shit!
Call that! Holy shit!
I could. I'm defending.
You probably LOS, or maybe not. I don't know. But anyway, so Hydra probably saved your ass. I do think we should not have committed on these guys. Yeah, because you're right now.
I mean, if Plasma has not called committed, then it's Hydra's the right move.
No, he committed well outside of the commit range, right? So his current task is cover us while we're attacking the ground units, right?
That's covering. Like so he switches to monitoring a group that's untargeted.
In the
and
southern
if
area.
they remain untargeted, it's his job to commit. I think he did the right thing there.
So they're 60 miles right now, right?
Yeah, so we can turn it in and monitor them. That's.
I still don't know them. I just ask the AWACS, and I know them right now.
Yeah.
I know right now.
Yeah.
So it's 47, 50 miles. Yeah, outside of the comet range, I see that Chimpok is doing crazy some maneuver, and I see that Su-27 firing an R-77 on our guys. So I'm like, if they turn back in, they will die.
I did get an SA-10 launched at me. I did. If you go back.
Single SA-10.
Just one?
No. Oh, that's actually.
That was at me.
Oh man.
I think he's like not even in the game right now. He's.
Yeah, that was my AI.
You think this is AI?
Oh, that might have been when I came back. No, because you'll see, as soon as I come back, I go like straight up to Mach 1.5. Just full burner out. Oh no, I might be back.
No, you're back.
That was probably right when I was rejoining.
You were rejoining like right around here because I remember I was like, dude,
oh, man, you just dragged it out of range. Holy cow!
I told you like, hey, dude, you're over the SA-10. Fucking get out of there.
I rejoined, saw that I was way too far to the south, like set full burner and north, and just went because
Okay.
My music was on too, so I cut my music off, full burner, go north.
All right, you can give it Abe. I don't think you should have committed on that group, but you can give it Abe. There could have been bandits actually attacking us.
Well, then you could have run north a bit, and I could easily jump onto you. But I wouldn't say that it's a better engagement that I took.
Yeah, believe whatever you want, dude. I wouldn't have done that commit. Because you need to cover me and Breland.
But I think we're missing the point that Krause is trying to raise. You're saying cover air to ground, not air to air, or both, right?
Well, there's two things. It's like there's a commit range, so you're committing outside of the commit range, and then the other thing is I wanted us covered air to, like, if I say cover, it's you can stay air to air, but you also You're also
search the ground for SAM launches.
Yes, exactly.
That's your job.
So he wants you to be looking for things shooting at him, and if you're going off and committing on another group, then you're not doing that almost by definition.
That is azimuth. That is out of azimuth. That is we didn't frag for bandits to be at that azimuth, and we didn't plan to cover that azimuth at no point in the briefing, et cetera, et cetera. So,
but also just directly from this mission, right? Count how many people died from man pads. Of the guys who died from man pads, how many of you guys saw them? I'm going to guess none. Right? That's why we do like shooter cover tactics and stuff like that, so that when you're focused on something, it's really hard to like be scanning the ground and see smoke plumes and missiles coming up. And if your wingman says SAM flare, you do that, it can save your life.
Yep.
Smart. All right, let's watch the Abe story.
So we come up behind you, or sorry, Abe, feel free to narrate.
No, go ahead.
This was fucking harrowing because we start getting 10 spikes, so we just start pushing it lower and lower and lower. And progress,
like right here, I get an SA-10 spike caught right over there. You can see me start to maneuver a little bit.
And Prime has some awesome footage. We're like flying through the buildings in this city.
Oh yeah, we did that too.
Yeah.
Really?
And I'm like, shit, I'm getting too close to these guys. So I'm like slowing down, but it's really uncomfortable having 4,000 pounds of shit on your wings doing 300 knots.
I know, I know it was a butt puckering, but I did a lot of map study to make sure you would not die.
No, it was fine.
If you had your jammer on, they wouldn't have been able to engage you at that range either.
Jammer on? You don't want anything.
Well, you don't want it. Well, you do want it on until you get shot at, right? You want it on so they can't shoot you, and then you want it off when they shoot you.
Right.
Yeah, so here's the really bad speed management on my own part that I was talking about. So I try to come off a little, but it's just all too compressed. Like now we're like 25 miles from the target.
I should have said much earlier to go trail. Like I meant to do that.
You briefed it. Like I knew what I was supposed to be doing. I just didn't execute it well.
But I should have just said like from the get-go, just stay trail the whole time.
So we have one big advantage in this frag, which is that the flot is covering our ingress and
that was great. Yeah, we didn't have to worry about getting shot.
You don't have to worry about anything, basically. Yeah.
Hey, I gotta get out of here, you guys. Thanks a lot for the
thanks for coming.
Thanks for coming, dude.
Thanks.
GG.
See you next time.
See you next time.
Did you get capture yet?
Yeah,
yes, I had zapped it. I'd sent it to everyone in the flight, and I didn't get confirmation from many people. But I don't know if it was like I didn't get confirmation from 2, but I tried to. But I thought maybe I was being line of sighted or something. I just didn't have time to figure that out and worry about it. So I just pressed.
And Krause, here's what I was saying before. Like I do like a little mini pop, but I'm
that's
like
enough altitude.
Most 10 degrees nose up.
Yeah, that's enough altitude. I don't know what it's doing there. It should have.
Oh, no, it tracks. I'm saying I don't know what the hell the other 2 is. But.
Wee. TI highlighted, Raz?
Yep.
Yeah.
TI, EOM. It's going right where I want it to. But see, here's what I was talking about in the debrief. If I were a few miles behind Abe, like, what I wanted to be happening is like, when the missile is here, I want Abe to be in the top of the pop.
I think that's kind of what happened to the next one.
Oh, this is fucking fun. So, the reason it takes me a bit to shoot this, and the reason is I get a hung store, even though I'm like holding the pickle button in with all my fucking life. Switch to the other station, shoot that one. Okay, now I don't want to get hit by the 10, so I put the nose back down, look by my ass, flick the station switch off and back on.
Yeah, so
come back up.
Just for context, the logic of the TOT was that the SA-10 would be dead, so you wouldn't have to worry about that during this attack. That was the logic of the TOTs, why they were staggered.
Yeah, no, that was we briefed that too. I just was trying to stay low because I don't want to.
Well, I mean, we're early here. We're like 2 minutes early.
4 minutes.
4 minutes early, yeah.
But it made it much more spectacular. So.
See, this is closer to what I wanted to happen. Where Abe's in the pop, and now And now, if the 17 turns on, there's going to be a harm slapping it in the face.
They were active. I saw them.
So this is my mistake right here.
Oh my god!
And I'm like, oh shit, I'm slicing the wrong way.
You do a fucking barrel roll around your bombs.
Oh.
Yeah, that was very scary.
Was it the barrel roll or a dairy turn?
No, it wasn't a barrel. I mean, it wasn't. I put some G on it because I'm already trying to slice off. So yeah, it kind of amounts to being a barrel roll.
You're within a gun Wes right now too, I think.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit. I would be shitting myself right now.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I got picture of that.
Nice. I mean, we were getting. I
If you
thought Tracer was
exploded
getting
right there
shot
and you
at.
hit your bombs, you would have no clue what happened.
That would be the most amazing death in BMS history.
Yeah, that would be
Oh my
very.
god, Airbreak, what are you doing, man?
Yeah, I have no idea what Airbreak was doing here.
Well, if I were to, I wish he was here to tell us. But if I were to guess, his bombs didn't come off. And the moral of the story is, if your bombs don't come off, don't
just come off.
continue your pop, or don't like try to correct it like on top of the enemy stand.
Just in the frag pattern of the 84.
Oh, it gets worse.
Kaboom! You're dead.
Yeah.
It gets worse.
This is.
Let me guess.
I was wondering how the ball died.
Nice. He definitely fragged himself there and just.
Well, it's about a cheese. Well, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. Frag.
He was probably already hit.
Which is sad because I was like, I thought it seemed like that attack was going super well. Like I saw you guys pop up, I saw everything explode over our shoulder, and then I was like, shit, where's 2?
I saw that. So, dude, go back. When your bomb hits, I'm pretty sure. Like, I looked over my left shoulder. It was. Oh yeah, it was right here.
There's the whole ridge line and smoke.
So
yeah.
I was running
that
in.
was pretty hot.
I was running in for a re-attack BDA, and I see this fucking massive fireball to my left, and I'm like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah, he definitely had. He didn't have 4 seconds in the arming delay. Just the same from his own bomb, but he got fragged by Abe's bombs.
The new lofting symbology and everything is really nice. Like it worked flawlessly for me.
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh, I got a little horizontal line pull.
I think it fights.
Came right off.
I think it has a conflict with the JDAM shit though. Like it seems to.
Well, the JDAM shit's all fucked up.
It's all jacked.
Yeah. Okay.
Like there's the RMIN is not, the LAR is not correct. This just shows like RMAX 1 and 2 or something. I don't even know. But you should get a stable.
Did you deliver at 45 degrees, Abe, or what?
No, I think I had it set to 30.
30.
Oh, sorry, not this map. The bombs.
And it really released at 30 degrees, because that is.
No, I'm not sure.
You want to back up and look?
I just did it by nautical miles, so I pulled it 4 miles.
Okay. Yeah.
I just ignored it basically, but it still looked like about correct.
So I did some experimentation. If you do like a 4G pull, it's gonna come out perfectly.
That's what I was intending to do, is like a 4G pull, but
it's really hard to do like a exactly 4G pull. So
yeah.
Yeah, look, it comes off right around 30.
Sweet.
I mean, it should be
also,
like,
I was below the target.
That's a barrel roll.
It should be like that. It should be forgiving. Like the previous version of BMS was so unforgiving. It's supposed to come off like no matter what. Unless you really fuck up the angle, it should come off.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's possible that you could make it so that there's no kinematic solution for the bomb to actually reach the target, but yeah, as long as you don't do that, it comes off, which is nice.
Is this my aborted bomb run? Yeah. So we find these shilkas. I roll in.
Yeah, so you were gonna try to call us on SA8s, but I didn't hear from you after that, and I didn't know where they were, so we just
There was no SA8s over there?
No, just a row of shilkas.
They were there in the previous mission. Maybe they were killed by another deed flight or something.
So
did my Maverick hit the snowdrift?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw that.
I didn't bother looking for BDA. Because I actually over-G'd my stores on the pop. Like, I briefly got to like 6.7. But it was only for a split
you passed
second.
the dice roll.
Yeah.
Critical hit. Jin, was this the rifle you said not to worry about?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't line it up.
So then I went and just tried to cover, tried to get visual. Saw your dives. Saw you go after I.
And then here, I'll have to check the tapes. I thought it was pretty nicely lined up, but the bombs just missed.
Should have lofted him.
That makes it more accurate.
That would have fucking destroyed. Dude, that would have vaporized those shilkas. At least the leading
Yeah,
ones.
I saw the impacts. They looked
Stupid.
a little bit off, but they
it's-
were pretty.
It's 2 of them. I mean,
That would have within 500 feet. Those would have been
500 feet.
vaporized. They would have been. A Mark 84 has crazy power. Like it's fucking insane.
I mean, at least the crew would be dead.
It would be fucked.
Or suffering a,
They would be unhappy.
significant
Yeah.
life event, is it?
A significant emotional event.
Significant emotional
You
event.
can kill a shilka with 50 cal. So I mean, it's like that's a ton of power.
Oh, here's the SA-8s. Those maneuver battalions are over here. Okay, we didn't have that mark debriefed.
Yeah, like this is right. This was within like, I don't know, 20 meters of the pre-brief pre-point.
Yeah.
Or pre-planned steer point threat. And so
and
Chinpock
here's
is. I thought you were just spiked. I didn't know you'd actually been shot at, Chinpock.
I called
Trouble
I'm defending,
here.
I'm sure. But
Well,
yeah.
defending doesn't mean I've been shot at. You need to say I'm defending an adder or something like that. But
okay,
I just didn't understand. I don't know. I did not understand what was going on.
My mental picture was like you had some flankers over here, and you were defending, just meaning you were foeing cold from them.
Yes.
Yeah, and being shot at.
Yeah, this wasn't my best fight, so
It's okay.
bad call.
You lived.
Yeah, and my TGP died, my Maverick visual died, and my Kung Fu's up died. Everything died.
Oh, here's your second Mav. What was that on? Just one of the Shilkas?
Shilkas, yeah. Once we finally gave up on things, I just tried to fire at a Shilka.
Yeah. Cross is like Miller time, and it just whips around, shoots a Shilka, and we turn around and go home.
Well, I had no idea that there were flankers among us like this.
Well, yeah, and then until Kraus calls commit on a pair of flankers, and then I send out a data link round, and he's like 5 miles behind me, and I was like,
He's more than that.
Okay, 6.
Oh, Kraus is 5 miles. I thought you were
Yeah.
the flanker.
No.
Oh, sure. Yeah, no, I knew that they were committing on the ones that were back there, but they did not. Those flankers did not seem like a threat at the moment, so I didn't. Didn't bother.
So that was the group that Hydra had engaged, and I was burning my ass over there to support him. And then I saw that there was a AI bar cap engaging the other flanker, so I tell him to go home. We're going home.
Yeah. Well, this is a good. That was a good mission.
It was. I like the synchronicity of the 3D attacks, and I want to talk about jammer usage against home on jam, because my noobish understanding was don't bring one, but now I
you don't need
learned
one
that
because it's built into your jet on these blocks.
no, don't even bring more because you don't use it. But now, also with the 6s in the Balkans and the 10s,
and the
like
8.
So home on jam.
Use it to what's
lower the
use
range
it first, and when you get okay.
So the jammer lowers their range, so they like effectively because they have to burn through your jammer, right? So if the SA-10 has a 30 or 40 nautical mile range, it's not gonna be able to shoot you to like 20 miles or whatever, 25 miles. Now you have to calculate the risk, especially on a system that has a really long range, like an SA-10. It could shoot at you further out, you won't know, and then it could be a home on jam. So like if I suspect that I'm fired at, I turn the jammer off. But if I don't suspect I'm fired at, I leave the jammer on. If it's an SA6, I definitely leave it on until I get a beep, 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 beep. Then I'll turn off the jammer because there's no reason not to.
Okay, cool.
Can we look at Falcon?
You just have to remember to do it, otherwise, like, you're fucked.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Where's Falcon?
We're last out of the northern airbase. Same. We're at Barcap, so we're in the other airbase. Yeah, here we go. So you can see both jet on ACMI then, because at this point I couldn't see buttons.
You couldn't see buttons?
Yeah, I'm gonna post a video, but we couldn't. I couldn't see him, and he couldn't see me. But we could hear each other on IVC. That's it. And number 3 can see both of us.
What?
And, so,
Hashtag netcode.
Hashtag best release ever.
So we did one or two laps here. Saw absolutely nothing on our RWR or radar.
Okay, so you guys are spinning right on top of us. Cool.
Yeah.
I saw a bunch of Vipers flying around. I was like, I wonder who that is.
Yeah, our plan was to just cap right above you guys.
Nice.
And here we went south. And I got the SA8 spike here, so I turned out and...
Smart.
So here I looked at Bulldog. They're way south of their actual cap point, but we decided to support them. This was probably a mistake because that means we left you guys up there when those Su-27s came in. So we got the SA10 spike here as well. And here I got the SA6 as well. So I immediately sliced out.
Oh, was that was at like Bulldog 6.2 or some stupid shit?
Yeah, but yeah, something like that. And I think at this point, Bulldog calls that out that they were flying. I'm not sure what that was, but we came back, and I think those Su-27s left. And here's where it went wrong. I thought Button's right next to me, and I was dealing with some stores management issues as well. I thought I was chasing after the MiG-29s, but it was actually the MiG-27s. And afterwards, I got captured on the 29s. And this one was way too close. This one's probably like a 6 or 7 mile shot. I had like 3 hung AMRAAMs. So pick off one hung, pick off the second one hung, pick off the third ones.
I have 2 hung as well.
Yeah, it's really hard to respect them. Yeah,
ridiculous.
I'm just looking at the TGP, waiting for the things to go hung because I'm not even looking at the HUD or the enemy. I'm just looking at the TGP. As soon as it goes hung, I missile step. And this one was meant for me, but
no, it's meant for buttons.
So you guys were going south because why?
Because we had no targets.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a mistake.
So
all the AWACS declares were in the south. So
got it.
We went
so
south.
can I recommend that next time you at least let Plasma know that you're doing that?
Yes, I'll do that next time. Yeah.
Okay. Because I can tell from the way they're attacking that they were not even thinking about air-to-air shit.
We assumed there was a nice warm fuzzy cap blanket around us. And then you're just running out, and here's where you crash the server?
No, there's a Su-35 here that's chasing. I saw this. I turned around, but as soon as I turned around, he ran. Yeah. So yeah, and the server crashed somewhere here.
Yeah, I jumped on IVC when we're all like, where the hell's Ricey? Like, bro, we're on the debrief.
Ricey, go home.
Did we watch our airbase recovery? Because that was pretty
good.
Almost looks like we know what we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Are we first home?
Yes.
Prime, did you just have like AP on flying in circles where you're getting all that footage?
Yeah, I was over just outside the was the 2 or the SA-10.
That's awesome, dude.
Fucking that guy from We Were Soldiers. What's his name? Like the fucking sniper guy. What's that guy's name from We Were Soldiers? He's just flying up there with his little camera.
Yep, that's what I was doing.
Love it.
I was trying to get you got the landing because I started to head home. I think that was when I was probably on final or something. I was trying to get your approaches for landing. I was cycling through, it was go through everybody, and I'm like, where the heck are these people at? But I did get Abe's attack. I got a video of 2 hitting the deck.
Nice.
I got the 29 attack a little bit. Engagement.
Look at this.
This is pretty. This nice.
This is a safe and expedited recovery.
Yes, and there were good comms, and everybody was. I was aware of all the other guys. It was nice.
Three lost visual there. That's why I was flaring on in the perch.
Yep.
Yeah, it looks cool.
That was yeah.
Well done.
Well done.
Great.
All right. Viper's back at it again. Anything else?
For hosting. Yeah.
Thank you all for coming.
Yeah.
GG.
Have a great weekend.
So next time, do we liberate Taegu?
Yeah. So the next frag should be a ground attack on Taegu, in support of the friendly troops that are attacking. There'll be some deed as well, because there's still some ADA in there. And there could be some, fast movers coming in, but that should be our mission. IMO.
And what about Falcon, that airfield in the east, where the Su-35s are coming from?
You're talking about
Pohan.
Gimhae or
no Pohan?
Pohang.
That's just east of Taegu.
Pohang is empty. There's no more bandits there.
Oh, okay.
I think you're talking about Gimhae. So Gimhae has MiG-27s and MiG-29 Sierras out of it.
That is in the south, correct?
That's deep south. Yeah, that's gonna be that's gonna be too hard to hit at this point.
Yeah.
We could hit it. So what we would do is we would attack it from. I don't feel like fragging that. If someone else wants to do it, they can. It's going to take a lot of planning and stuff. We'd have to attack over the ocean to the southwest, and it would have to be another thing with a lot of timing considerations and stuff. If someone else wants to frag that, they can go for it.